Yesterday's part was completed. Today we will be doing the last leaf. Page number 44. Okay. So question number 1. Write down question number 1. Who were Sue and John C? Who were Sue and John C? Who were Sue and John C? Where did they live? Same question, subpart. Where did they live? L-I-V-E. Thank you, Raima. Whether it is posted in YouTube, that I don't know, but the class was recorded. As far as I know, the class was recorded. Probably by yesterday it was supposed to get posted. If not, then today or tomorrow you will get it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so you remember, all of you, you remember. I'm happy to see that. Okay. Thank you, thank you. All right. Notification came in the morning, okay. All right. Okay, now come back to the question, otherwise I can't finish the questions today. So the sub part is, where did they live? Okay. Thank you, everyone, for your wishes. So regarding the first question, your answer will be very simple. Who were Sue and John C? Just mention that Sue and John C were two friends, two young artists, not friends. You just write they were two young artists. Okay, their identification was that they were two young artists given in your book. Thank you, Trisha. And where did they live? They lived on the third story of an old house. Okay, just directly from your book. Next, question number 2. What had happened to John C? What had happened to John C? What had happened to John C? So what had happened to John C? John C became seriously ill in November, and what was that illness? She got pneumonia. Okay. Next, number 3. What made Sue worried? What made Sue worried? What made Sue worried? So Sue was worried entirely about John C because John C was not recovering. The first is John C was not recovering. Okay. Next is she kept on laying and gazing out of the window. Okay. She was not at all well. She was not recovering. She is constantly like gazing out of the window. Another worry, what happened, that she believed, John C started believing that she would not recover, but she would die along with the last leaf. Okay, so these are the 3-4 points you need to remember that is about Sue's worries. Okay. So just remember these points, that firstly that John C was not recovering, that is the first worry. Next, that she kept on lying on her bed and gazing through the window. And the third worry was that John C believed that she would not recover, she would die. And the fourth worry was that she somehow became like, means she kind of had a strong belief that when the last leaf will fall, she would also die. So these are the four things that you need to remember regarding her worries. Next question. Why did the doctor ask if anything was worrying Johnsy? Why did the doctor ask if anything was worrying Johnsy? Why did the doctor ask if anything was worrying Johnsy? Okay, so for this, your answer will be like, the doctor asked this question because the doctor noticed, okay, the doctor noticed that Johnsy somehow had made up her mind that she was not going to get well. Okay, that is why that is what the doctor has noticed, and he asked her friend this question. This line you can just write, that she had made up her mind that she is not going to get well. This is in paragraph number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Paragraph number 5. Okay. Next question. Next question. Why the doctor said that medicines would not help her? Why the doctor said that medicines would not help her? Why the doctor said that medicines would not help her? Now, why the doctor said this? Because doctor said this because if Johnsy is not willing to live, if Johnsy is not at all willing to live, then the medicines are not going to be any help to her. Okay, so this is the reason. Just write because she was not willing to live. This will be the answer. Next question. How Sue tried to make Johnsy take interest in life. How Sue tried to make Johnsy take interest in life. How Sue tried to make Johnsy take interest in life. So for this, you just see this paragraph. Sue tried her best to make Johnsy take an interest in things around her. Okay, talked about clothes, fashions, but Johnsy did not respond. Johnsy continued. This you don't write, just you mention what are the things Sue tried to do. So she tried to talk about the fashion, about clothes and all. Then she started painting in front of her. Okay, but ultimately nothing happened. Okay, but these are, at least she tried, at least the things that she had tried. Next question. What was Johnsy whispering about? What was Johnsy whispering about? What was Johnsy whispering about? So for this, you need to write that Johnsy was counting backwards. Johnsy was counting backwards in his whisper. Okay, and what she was counting, if the question is little bit long, at that time you will say that she was counting the remaining leaves. She was counting the remaining leaves of an old ivy creeper climbing halfway up the brick wall opposite their window. Okay, the line has been given in the last paragraph of page number 44. Okay, so your answer will be based on this. Next question. Why Sue was not bothered by why Sue was not bothered by the falling leaves of the ivy tree, of the ivy plant. The falling leaves of the ivy plant. Why Sue was not bothered about the, not by, right, about the falling leaves of the ivy plant. So the answer will be that because it was autumn and it was obvious that in that season the leaves would fall. Okay, she was not at all bothered. It's nothing to be surprised or nothing to be feeling amazed or something like that, because it was autumn season, and autumn season meaning the leaves are going to fall. Okay, it's a natural phenomenon, so she was not bothered about. Next question. Why Sue was not able to draw the curtain? Why Sue was not able to draw the curtain? Why Sue was not able to draw the curtain? Same question subpart. Why Sue wanted to draw the curtain? Why Sue wanted to draw the curtain? Okay, so why she was not able to draw the curtain? For this you have to write that as because she was painting and she needed the light. Okay, she needed the light from the window to paint, to finish her painting. And she wanted to draw the curtain because she wanted to prevent Johnsy from looking out through the window and count the ivy leaves, the falling ivy leaves. Okay, so she was trying to prevent her. She wanted to prevent her. That is why she wanted to draw the curtain. But she was not able to draw the curtain because she was painting. She had to complete the painting. Okay, next question. What was Sue painting? What was Sue painting? Whom did she need? Same questions apart. Whom did she need? Whom did she need as her model? Whom did she need as her model? Okay, so here your answer will be She was painting an old miner. She was painting an old miner, and for the model she needed Burman. Okay. Next question. How did Burman react? How did Burman react when Sue? How did Burman react when Sue told him about her worries? When Sue told him about her worries. Okay. So for this, what you will answer? What was the reaction? So Burman was surprised, and he was actually concerned about John C. Okay, and he just write in short that Burman was shocked that John C. can be so stupid. Okay, Burman was shocked that John C. can be so stupid. He was really concerned about her and wanted to see her. Okay, wanted to see her. Next question. What was Burman's dream? What was Burman's dream? What was Burman's dream? What was Burman's dream? To make a masterpiece. Yes, the answer will be to make a masterpiece. Okay. Next question. What surprised both Sue and John C. What surprised both Sue and John C. in the next morning? What surprised both Sue and John C. in the next morning? What surprised Sue and John C. in the next morning? Okay, so the answer will be that the last leaf did not fall. The answer is the last leaf did not fall. That was the surprise. The next morning when they opened the window, they expected the last leaf won't be there, but to their surprise, they found that the last leaf was still hanging there. It has not fallen. Okay. Next question. Okay. Next question is, what made a change in John C.'s mind? What made a change in John C.'s mind? So what made a change in Johnson's mind? The last leaf. The strength of the last leaf to hold on and not to fall even with such adversities. Okay, that changed John C.'s mind. Okay. Next question. Within quotation you write, I have something to tell you. I have something to tell you. Within quotation, I have something to tell you. Within quotation, then give a dash and write your question. What did Sue tell to John C? What did Sue tell to John C? What did Sue tell to John C? The answer will be that it will be tell. I have used did, so when I have used did, it will be tell, not told. Okay? So answer will be that Mr. Burman died of pneumonia that morning. Mr. Burman died of pneumonia that morning. That is the answer. Okay, next question. How Mr. Burman got pneumonia? How Mr. Burman got pneumonia? How Mr. Burman got pneumonia? So for this you need to write that Mr. Burman went out in the stormy night. Mr. Burman went out in the stormy night. What are you asking, Sangam? Pneumonia spelling. Open the book and check the spelling there. I told you to sit with the book. Okay. So what I was telling that Mr. Burman went out in that stormy night when there was heavy rain and icy cold wind to paint the last leaf over the brick wall of that ivy creeper, and it is concluded that in that way he got pneumonia and he suffered for 2 days and died, and finally died. So you just arrange it according to your own word and write. That fell that night. What is that? Yeah, the last leaf obviously fell that night, but Mr. Burman, he went out in that night and painted that last leaf. Yes, painted. He did the painting of that last leaf. And while doing the painting, he got completely wet and he got cold, heavy cold, and he died. And he got pneumonia and he died. Okay. Okay. Next question. What was Burman's masterpiece? What was Burman's masterpiece? Why it is a masterpiece? What was Burman's masterpiece? Why it was a masterpiece? So what was the masterpiece? Obviously the drawing of the last leaf. Why it was a masterpiece? This is the important question. Why it was the masterpiece? Because the leaf was so real, the leaf was so real, yes, the leaf exactly looked like the last leaf, means the leaf was so real that Johnsy believed it to be the last leaf and she got her will to survive. Okay. Yes, Johnsy Johnsy believed it to be the last leaf and she got her will to survive. So therefore, it is a masterpiece. Yes, and it saved someone's life. The leaf looked very natural, very much real like, and it was so real that Johnsy believed it to be real. And because of that belief, she survived. She believed that the leaf is so real, means that she actually never knew that the leaf was fake leaf. She kept on believing that is the last leaf, that is the original last leaf. She kept on believing, and she kept on thinking that in spite of such a harsh weather, the leaf is not falling out. Then how can I fall out? Maybe the leaf is trying to tell me to hang on to my own life. So she got the same kind of communication from the ivy creeper, because she somehow linked her mind to that ivy leaf, that if the ivy leaf is falling down, then I will also die. Now the ivy leaf only can make her understand that no, you're not going to die, you're going to survive. So this is how she got her willpower back to survive. Okay, so that's all for the questions from this class, sorry, from this chapter. So in my next class we will start another new chapter from beehive. Okay. Okay, I'm ending my class here. Bye bye. Okay, bye bye.